Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to another edition of Intuitive Angling. A little bit different environment today. We're here in the gym, Springfield Strength and Conditioning, with my trainer, Coach Dalyn Trippe. And we get a lot of questions here on the channel about what you can do to improve your performance on the water. Basically, be injury-free, be a little bit more efficient on the water, and basically have a sustainable career. Because man, after you do this, as long as I've done it for 30 years, you got millions of cash, you've been beat to death in a boat for years and years and years, and it adds up. You see a lot of dudes out there, they're walking around like they're crippled up, they've got joint problems, there's just a lot of things that affects your fishing and in your personal life. So Dalyn is going to take us through. He offers training here at the gym, and I'm going to include his contact information in the description here so you guys can contact him, and he can set up a remote training session for you guys online or in person here at the gym. And he's going to run through a bunch of exercises that will definitely help your performance on the water, and just be a lot stronger on the water. So anyway, Dalyn, let's hear what you got to say on this. So he's gonna run us through the exercises. So let's check this out.
Looking at fishing, we'll start from the casting motion. So with casting motion, we have a lot of wrist action and a lot of volume that's going to be placed on the bicep, tricep, rotator cuff, pretty much the entire upper body. So one really good exercise I like to use here, especially for building up capacity within the wrist, okay, are just these banded wrist rolls using a bar. Okay, it's very easy to use the setup. Okay, we want those arms about shoulder height. We'll get all the way up, and then we'll slowly lower it down. If we do it right about 3 to 5 times, it's gonna get real spicy in those wrists, and you understand why we do it. Okay, especially when our volume is very high, and we're getting, upwards of 3,000 casts a day, we definitely want the capacity to be able to withstand that. All right, so next up, we're gonna be working on biceps and triceps. Again, upper body, we wanna be able to build that tolerance, build that strength, and to be able to have the capacity to be able to withstand those long days. So first thing, very simple, very easy, and there's many different variations training the biceps, but I like the good old-fashioned bicep curl. Okay, nice and simple, making sure we're getting a good squeeze in those biceps. Okay, pumping those up a little bit. Okay, number 2, we're gonna work on the triceps at the back of the arm. Okay, again, another easy movement. We're gonna have the dumbbell above our head, bending those elbows, and then extending them completely. And that'll be it for biceps and triceps. And lastly, when we're looking at different casting angles, it starts to put different kinds of stressors on the rotator cuff. Rotator cuff is gonna be on the back side of the shoulder. One way that we train that, we'll set with our arm abducted from the body. Okay, have a dumbbell in a hand, we'll begin to lower it, we'll begin to feel stress, and we'll bring it straight back up. Another way, we can go to the side, let it travel farther if we're able, and build that up. Again, strength and capacity is very important. All right, so after we've casted so many times, hopefully we have a lot of bites, and if we do, we're gonna be setting the hook. So if we're setting the hook, we're looking at a full body extension, okay, especially in our back, hips, and knees. Coming with that is a great exercise, is a conventional deadlift, okay? Start with our feet directly underneath us, bend those knees a little bit, reach all the way down, making sure that back is nice and tight. We're gonna be lifting directly up, okay? It's a great exercise for training that extension part of setting the hook, okay? Number 2, another really great exercise to do is a bent over row. This is gonna train, again, the exact same muscle group that you're gonna be using, okay, to set that line. So from here, it's gonna be a very similar setup, okay? Feet about shoulder width apart, down, we're gonna maintain this nice strong back, okay? And row the bar to the bottom of our sternum. Both of those exercises are very great for building musculature and capacity to keep setting that hook. So next up are gonna be some exercises that are gonna be very beneficial for those long hauls on the boat, especially when you get in unpredictable situations, choppy water, things getting kind of hectic, but we're gonna make sure we have a strong strength foundation to be able to withstand all that, as well as have the capacity to endure it for however long it takes, especially on those tournament days where you're really expected to be out there for a while. So first thing that we're gonna have is gonna be a single leg step up. We like to weigh these down when we have the capacity to be able to do so. Okay, we're gonna be stepping up, placing a lot of this load on this up leg. Okay, stepping all the way up and then controlling it down. Stepping all the way up and controlling it down. So that's one way to work on knee extension, okay, training these quads in the front. Okay, another one that we could work on doing the same thing, but working a little bit deeper range of motion is what we call a goblet split squat. So on our split squat, we want to make sure this front shin stays fairly vertical, okay, as we drop this back knee straight to the floor. All right, it's going to be great for building strength, especially single leg strength. When you see yourself on a trolling motor, or you see yourself standing on one leg quite a bit on a boat, okay, this helps you have the strength and foundation to be able to withstand that. Okay, so building off those unilateral strength exercise, we also want to develop what we call GPP, is our general physical preparedness. Okay, so this is just the body's tolerance to all the stressors placed on it. We want to build that just as high as we can. And one way that we do that is through carries and other kind of long aerobic conditioning. So one thing that we got here, I really love to use this movement, okay, is what we call a suitcase carry. We're going to be holding the kettlebell in one hand, staying as tall as we can with our shoulders nice and even. As we walk, we want to maintain this posture. We don't want to slouch over. We want to stay nice and tall, walking all the way down. Once we get 20 yards down, we set the kettlebell down, turn around, and switch arms. That is a great exercise for developing good, strong capacity as we go through. Some other things I'm going to show you is really crucial, okay, is a strong core. You want to be able to withstand all those different movements. Boats are unpredictable, water's unpredictable. We have to be able to withstand that. One thing I really like to put into programs is a dead bug. So from our dead bugs, we're gonna pull our abs in, pull that belly button down and try and touch your spine. Keep this head off the floor, arms gonna be straight out. We're going to lower opposite limbs. Right leg, left hand, bring it back to the start. Right leg, left hand, left foot, bring it back to the start. We'll do sets of 6 to 8 on each side. And that's gonna really produce good, strong core foundation for you. Another great exercise that I like to use as well, okay, is what we call bird dog. Very similar, okay? We're gonna be in a quadruped position, both hands on the ground, both knees on the ground. We're gonna extend opposite limbs and bring them back. Extend opposite limbs and bring it back. It's another great way to develop a good, strong foundational core. So we talk about all the time getting up and down during fishing, okay, when we're out on the boat all day long, getting up and down from the seat, checking different conditions and stuff like that. So one way we really like to train that is through getting up and down with back squats. So one way, okay, again, that we can train that, back squats, get on in here, okay. I like the high bar version, so we'll get on top of the traps, okay, make sure we have a good, strong foundation with those feet. And then we're gonna squat all the way down and up. Again, that's a really great foundation or a great tool for building a foundation and strength. And I think it would be very beneficial to add into your program. All right, so another huge component that comes with fishing is the ability to produce force quickly, what we also call power. Okay, you got to get up out of a seat very quickly. Sometimes we got to make very aggressive movements when we're setting the hook, as well as casting occasionally. So two ways that we develop power. One way that we can do it is through box jumps. Okay, so in box jumps, we're gonna have our feet set, and from this static position, we're gonna make a counter movement, big jump, and stick that landing. Now, when we land on box jumps, we want to make sure we're seeing hip displacement, so those hips are landing higher than those knees. Okay, another way that we can train power is in the frontal plane or laterally, side to side. One way I really like to do that is with skater hops. So we'll jump from one foot and stick, jump from one foot and stick. We'll just go back and forth, back and forth. That's a great way to develop power, very easy to implement, don't even need any equipment.
Hey guys, so there you go. You know, in my opinion, there's really not a better investment you can make in your fishing and your health is just to get a trainer like Dalyn here, man. It's just helped me out so much. You know, I'm 60 years old. I can lift more weight now than I ever have my entire life. I'll give you Dalyn's, all of his contact info. Like I said, everybody's age and body composition requires a different workout routine, and Dalyn can set it up specifically for you. So you just give him a ring. He'll email contact in the description here, and I really think it's going to help your fishing out a lot. I mean, we get a lot of requests for this, and I think that it's just a really, really crucial aspect to add to your fishing that's going to add up to more fish. So anyway, guys, thanks for tuning in. Thanks a lot, Dalyn, for all your info there. Absolutely. And we'll see y'all later.